Confidence is subjective. What confidence means to me and what confidence means to you are going to be two completely different universes. But generally, I believe that confidence is a sense of being able to do things outside of whatever we deem to be our comfort zones. And here are some things that I've recognized inside of myself that I've used, and muscles, if you like, that I've created over the years to build and continue to build confidence in areas that sometimes I have no experience in. And not just with myself, but I've also used these with fitness clients when I was a personal trainer, and also with the clients that we've got now where we're helping them build their business as well as themselves. The number one thing that I've seen to create building blocks of confidence is accomplishment. So I believe one of the first things that has to be in place for a person that wants to build confidence is just the simple matter of getting things done. Now, it doesn't matter on the size of the thing that is getting done. It can be the smallest of tasks, or it can be a huge mountain that you need to climb. But there has to be a sense of, I am finishing this, I am completing this, I have accomplished whatever I set out to do in the first place. The more things that sit on a list or live in your mind that you're just not accomplishing and you're not ticking off, we're essentially voting for a person, an identity, a person that is in power that does not finish. That removes power of confidence from the identity that you're actually seeking. Whereas the more votes we put into the box for the person that does accomplish things, big or small, no matter on what scale, we start to have this building block effect. You will no longer identify internally or externally in terms of your behavior of somebody that doesn't get stuff done. And that naturally builds confidence. I believe a lot of people are looking for some sort of secret sauce outside of just doing the work to build confidence, some sort of hack. When actually, when you speak to people that you believe are more confident than yourself, they'll probably tell you the same thing. It's just taken me years to get to this point. And usually sat inside of those years of experience are those little building blocks of confidence and accomplishment. The second thing that I'm encouraging myself to do as well as clients is stretching beyond the comfort zone. I call this the flinch. Those moments or those things that you've been thinking about, but when you come to it, you flinch, you lean back, and you never follow through. The more of those flinch moments or those flinch points you can lean into and work your way past and create the accomplishment that we were just talking about before, those moments build exponential confidence. Like, imagine putting an additive into the fuel of your car, and then all of a sudden your car can go from 0 to 60 10 seconds quicker than it previously could. If you base your confidence building on the accomplishments on number one, but inject some of these flinch point moments into your life or perhaps through your year, then your confidence will see more of an exponential curve of growth rather than a steady linear by just using number one. Number three is just doing more of what makes you happy, what gets you excited, what has you talking like a kid that can't contain themselves. When I've observed people that at the top of their game or perhaps they've achieved mastery in their particular department of life or business, they've usually been pretty blinkered. They've usually shut off the rest of the world and just spent all of their time and energy doing that one thing that they've fallen in love with. The concept of mastery is typically the same within whatever outlet or whatever people are trying to achieve. There has to be a long-term thinking process. There has to be a long-term outlet into achieving mastery. There has to be dedication to that thing. There has to be a passion drive behind achieving mastery. And inside of mastery, there's almost like a top of the mountain view where you can see that if I can do this, it's the same process for achieving mastery in anything else. Time, focus, dedication. So the longer you spend doing things that you're passionate about, that get you excited, that drive a sense of happiness, confidence again will build much faster. This isn't to say that we only ever do things that make us happy. I still believe we have to do the second thing that we talk about, which is leaning into those flinch moments. But sometimes you can actually find those flinch moments inside of the third thing, inside of the happy pursuit or the passion pursuit that you have. And then the fourth and final thing that I think everybody should be doing in order to build confidence is exercising. Moving your body and testing your physical body to do something more than perhaps it did the last time you worked out or last week or last month, again, is going to build those foundations or those little building blocks of confidence. And the one thing that I'd recommend when you take up working out, exercising or training is tracking everything everything that you do. Whether that's measuring your weight, whether that's measurements from around your body, if it's before and after pictures, if it's writing down the weights that you lift, the sets that you do, the repetitions that you do, the distance that you manage to run, all of it is going to matter. When I used to speak to fitness clients, they would tell me, I don't feel like I've changed. Yet, when I used to pull the data out and show them, hey, look at your measurements from when we first started. Look at how fast you used to be able to do a mile run or perhaps 10 press-ups. And then I do a retest of all of those things. And maybe we take some pictures now and show them against the before pictures. They're usually absolutely astonished. It's very hard to conceive time when you're living inside of the vessel that you're attempting to change. But again, exercise is built on the foundations of those little building blocks that over time create accomplishment and build confidence. You've been great. I'll see you in the next one.